Okay, guys, weekly update on your programming. So we are walking closer and closer into the CIC and the Open. So our programming model continues as we have for the last few weeks. This week in your group class setup, you guys still have your 10, 8, 6, 12 plus, which I have mentioned we've been working on for quite a while. We'll be doing for a few more weeks. This week you have back squats, press, and deadlift as your priority focus inside of those movements. But tomorrow on Monday, or if you're watching this, maybe today, you have well, maybe I can give a little secret away. This is a bit of a CIC test again. Thrusters for time. So you have 3 separate sets of thrusters to do as fast as you can. And the reps are set out at 6, 4, and 2 with increasing loads across. Okay. So this will be a very quick little setup for your guys' group class strength session, but it'll be a fun little test on how fast you can get through those strength variations. And I've laid out some of the scaled weights as well within that workout. Okay. So pretty straightforward week in that regard. And just a reminder on the 10, 8, 6, 12 plus, your guys' job is to continue progressing your load. Okay. So you progress your load from week to week or last session that you did this movement on the 10, 8, 6. And then of course the 12 follows up because it is also your 10 weight. Okay. So just continue progressing your weight across week to week. It's a very linear progression on these movements. Now for your conditioning workout this week, again, Open's coming. So I want to continue working on Open workouts. So we have 20.2 and 19.1. So we have a unique one, dumbbell, looks actually almost like a CIC kind of style workout. AMRAP in 20 minutes of, but it would just have to be a partner if it was. 4 dumbbell thrusters, 6 toes to bar, and 24 double unders. That's your Monday workout. So I really enjoy that workout. That's a fun one. Short reps, but lots of rounds you'll be accumulating across the 20 minutes of work. And then you have a couplet later in the week with wall balls and rowing. And then your other 2 workouts still fall in line to our interval-based stuff. Now, the catch is these 2 workouts are a little bit more of a 1-to-1 work-rest ratio than they would be in the anaerobic lactic zone. Traditionally, in the anaerobic lactic capacity zone, we'd be working in rest periods of 1 to 3 to 1 to potentially up to 7, but traditionally 1 to 3 to 1 to 5. So these ones fall outside of that line ever so slightly. But just because of the needs of our competitions and things that are coming up, I think they fall well into our programming model for what we're doing around specificity around the CIC. Okay. Now, then if you move into the sport stuff, you guys have a pretty consistent week, but a few changes. So I've moved your anaerobic lactic bike work into post work. You have now 40-second intervals with 120 breaks. So there's your 1 to 3 work rest ratio. So you have longer work intervals, which have been building up across the last few weeks. And I've moved that to post work. So I'd like you to do your workouts, take a 20 or so minute break, and that's when you can get your biking in. Okay. So I've separated out from the pre-work. You do have pre-work to still work on, but most of the pre-work is built around gymnastics, some muscular endurance stuff, and weightlifting. So you still have your 3-stage 1, 2, 3 in weightlifting that you're got to complete. But we're starting to enter into a little bit more specificity around the Open with gymnastics movements. Now we live in 2 different worlds when it comes to programming here, because we're trying to program for a group, a large spectrum of people. So we want to work towards like higher rep volume or volume-based gymnastic work as we get closer and closer to the Open movement. So you guys have more practice putting things like pistols, handstand push-ups, muscle-ups, burpee muscle-ups, all those kinds of things together. But the catch is there's still always the need to work on baseline skills. So we're going to be adding a lot more skills in over the next little while as well, which will be kind of like primers into a lot of the other bigger capacity work that we have to do to follow. You partially see that in some of the actual strength work this week, where you have a GHD session on Friday. And then we'll build a little bit more of that into our sport class as well as into next week's program as well. But you can see that there's a lot more gymnastics added into the pre-work this week, and we'll continue with that. So that's about it for the update on weekly program. It's pretty straightforward, guys. Not a lot going on this week. So have fun, enjoy, and we'll see you at the gym.